Good afternoon everyone in the virtual village hall. I hope you are well. I'm Sam Godfrey and I'm here to bring you, wow, the 54th Brainfit Workout, amazing. If it's the first time seeing me and you've not joined me for the Brainfit Workout before, then welcome. If you're coming back and returning, then welcome back as well. I'm just going to take you through a few bits before we start. The Brainfit Workout, we're using positive affirmations while doing gentle exercise and movement. You can do it seated in a chair. You can also be standing. You can do it with bare feet or with shoes, however you feel comfortable. Just be mindful of the space around you, whether it's slippery or not. So if you're just in socks, it's good to have some of those sticky things on the bottoms of the socks, or also make sure there's nothing you're going to trip over. And if you prefer to be seated in the chair, I will give seated alternatives as well. So we're going to start with a lovely grounding exercise to just relax the body down before we move into the movement and the positive affirmations. So if you're in the chair, sit back in the chair and just relax. If you're standing, soften the knees. Just relax those arms and shoulders by your side. Splay those feet, really ground those feet, whether you're standing or seated. Make a real firm contact with the floor. You can either soften your gaze or close your eyes, however you feel comfortable. And just take a moment to relax. Just allow your breathing to slow down. Your arms to become heavy. And relax. Now, very, very gently, I want you to begin to sway from side to side. If you're standing, just gently transferring the weight from one foot to the other. If you're seated, just allowing your torso to rock and your head to sway in time with your body, nice and gently. And as you do this, just notice how your body feels. Your arms may become heavier, shoulders move away from your ears, your head may feel heavy as it sways in time with your body. You might notice your breathing has slowed down and you're just starting to feel a little bit more relaxed. Really embrace and enjoy that rocking movement. Okay, and very, very, very slowly, we're going to slow that swaying down. But take your time until you come to a standstill. There's no rush. And then once you come to a standstill, just take a moment. I want you to gently bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Take them back and down, gently open your eyes, unsoften your gaze. And we're going to begin the movement section. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit more grounded, a little bit more relaxed. Stay where you are. I'm going to pop some music on and then we're going to begin moving in a very gentle way. So staying in that grounded position. If you are seated in the chair, I want you to sit yourself forward, so you're 2/3 forward in the chair, keeping those shoulders back and down. If you're standing, just tilt that pelvis forward slightly. Nice straight spine. Okay. Now, we're going to begin with some gentle breathing exercises, but moving our arms and shoulders to begin with. So what I want you to do is take a nice reach up as far as you can towards the ceiling, big stretch up. And then as you bring the arms down, I want you to exhale. Slow and steady. Shuffle back a little bit further. And again, so breath in on the upward, reach up. And exhale. Work with your body, so just take your arms as high as you feel comfortable. Breath in. And exhale. Bring those arms down. Now shoulder roll, lead with your right shoulder. So take that shoulder back and down, then the other. Rolling those shoulders out. Keep alternating those shoulders nice and gently. So gently moving those arms and shoulders, awakening the body. We're going to do one more each side. Okay, reaching up towards the ceiling again. Breath in. And exhale. Float those arms down. Reach up, breath in. Exhale. Once more. Exhale. Shoulder roll, right. Lead with that right shoulder. So this is our sequence. We're going to add some affirmations into this sequence. One more each side. So we've got our big reach up and floaty arms down. As we reach up, I want you to say the affirmation out loud or in your head, which is, I feel positive. So reach up, I feel, float the arms down, positive. And again, I feel positive. Once more. I feel positive with a smile. Shoulder roll, lead with that right shoulder. We're keeping it slow, we're keeping it steady. That's it. Work with your body nice and gently. Last one this side. Okay, so big reach up, floaty arms down. I feel positive. Here we go with a smile. I feel positive. You say it out louder in your head. And again, I feel positive. Nice, strong, big arm movements. Once more. I feel positive. Float those arms down. Shoulder roll. Good stuff. One more each side. So we're going to do that once more through. Are you ready? I feel positive. That's it. Really mean it. I feel positive. Once more. I feel positive. Shoulder roll. Last time. Amazing stuff. Good. Feel that energy lifting. One more each side. Okay. We're going to move those feet and legs a little bit more now. So arms and shoulders, we've got them moving. Okay, if you're in the chair, make sure you're shuffled 2/3 forward. If you're standing, knees just slightly soft. Okay, keeping that head and chest nicely lifted, those shoulders back and down. Now what I want you to do is, if you're standing, we're going to step from side to side. If you're in the chair, I want you to point those toes out. So chair, tap them out. If you're standing, side to side. So step it across as far as you feel comfortable. That's it. Get into a nice rhythm. Whether you're standing or seated, so remember if you're seated, tap wide. If you're standing, side to side. Good. legs up. So we're going to add some arms into this movement as well. So keep that rhythm going, whether you're tapping in front or side to side. Bring those arms down by your side. Now we're going to take them up. Good. Push. So I like to call this one raise the roof. If you struggle to get them up above your head, you can bring them up just in front, as far as you feel you can. Keep that going. Good. Those in the chair, you like this. Those standing, side to side. Okay, relax there for a moment. Give those arms a little rest. Keep marching, keep the legs moving. We're going to add an affirmation into this movement, which is my vibe is high. Let's lift that vibe. Feel the energy. Get yourself ready. So side to side or tap in front. Here we go. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. You say it. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. And again, my vibe is high. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. Once more, my vibe is high. Relax there. Little march. Give those arms and shoulders a little rest. Good job. Hopefully feeling your vibe is high, feeling that energy lifting. We're going to do that once again. Here we go. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. You say it. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. Once more. My vibe is high. Relax there. Little march on the spot. Good job. Definitely elevates the heart rate. Feeling a little bit warmer. Okay, one more time. Are you ready? My vibe is high. My vibe is high. Yes, it is. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. With a smile, my vibe is high. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. Once more, my vibe is high. Good work. Okay, just relax those arms and legs. Should be feeling energized, feeling everything a little bit more. Circulation's going, body's moved, and with those affirmations, really lifting that mood. Now, if you're happy to get down onto the floor, now is the time to grab yourself a mat. If you're happy in the chair or you want to sit yourself down, that's fine as well. Grab yourself a chair. We're going to do a little bit of mobility and a little bit of stretching before we ease ourselves into some meditation. So take yourself down to the floor. Remember, really important, if you are going down onto the floor, something comfortable to lay on, whether that be a mat, some cushions, doubled over towel, or seated in the chair. Now, lay yourself down if you're comfortable laying yourself down. I'm just going to move my mic slightly, so hopefully you can still hear me. Sometimes it goes a bit swishy. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Right, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. If you are seated in the chair, same applies. Just keep yourself seated quite upright, so try not to lean back in the chair if you're in the chair. If you're on the floor, knees are bent, what I want you to do is to take your right foot up towards the ceiling or out in front of you if you're in the chair, and begin to circle that foot round. So we're just going to mobilise the joints, wiggle those toes, just gently circling one way, and then take it back in the opposite direction. Really wiggling those toes. Okay, and then bending that knee, you're going to bring that knee in towards your chest. Now, if you're seated in the chair, really sit tall, hug that knee in. If you are laying on the floor, you can extend that left leg if you wish and hug that right knee in. Just gently breathe through as you hug that knee in. And then gently let that knee move away. Lower that foot down. And then we're going to take the other leg either out in front of you or up in the air if you're laying. And just circling that foot round. Really wiggle those toes. Mobilising the foot, the ankle. And then take it back in the opposite direction. Okay, and then bend that knee. Bring that knee in towards your chest. Remember, if you're seated, sit tall. If you're laying, you can extend that other leg if you wish. Hug that knee in. And then gently let that knee go. So once again, bending both knees, placing both feet flat on the floor, whether you're seated or laying down. Just bring your knees together if you're on the floor. You can do the same seated as well. And then just take your palms to face the ceiling and just relax in that position for a moment. If it's not comfortable, then just stay as you were with the knees apart. Just take a moment to relax and breathe. Now keep your knees and feet where they are. Bring your hands around to meet. Now this can be above your head if you're laying. If you're in the chair, you might want to just take those hands behind you to the back of the chair. So opening up your chest. Should feel a nice stretch. And then slowly bring those arms down by your side. Palms facing the ceiling again if you're laying, or arms just relaxed by your side if you're in the chair. So body should feel a little bit more relaxed. Now you can stay where you are if you wish, or you can move. We're going to move into meditation. I'm going to sit myself up just to change the music. I'm going to take you into some lovely guided meditation. So you can be laying, you can be seated, you can be standing, however you feel comfortable. If you want to get any cushions, blankets to make yourself even more comfortable, now is the time to do so. We're going to put some lovely relaxing music on and then take you through a series of guided meditation using breathing exercises and positive affirmations. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Okay. So you can be, like I said, seated, laying, standing. Now is the time to get yourself comfortable, blankets, cushions, and relax down. You might find that you wanted to stay in the position you were in when we just finished the mobility and the stretch. So get yourself comfy, take a moment, close your eyes if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, or just soften your gaze. If you feel you need to move, stretch, wriggle around during meditation, that's absolutely fine. We're going to begin this session of meditation with some gentle breathing exercises which are going to just relax the body a little bit further. So let's just take a moment and then take a nice deep breath in for me. And then exhale for as long as you wish. And relax. This time I want you to take a breath in, but we're going to hold that breath for a count of 2. So take a nice deep breath in and hold for 1, 2, and exhale. And relax. This time we're going to take a breath in. We're going to hold that breath for a count of 3. So take a nice deep breath in and hold for 1, 2, 3, and exhale. This time we're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to hold the breath for a count of 4. What I want you to do on the outward breath is imagine you're blowing away any aches, pains, any tension. Blow it all away with that outward breath. So take a nice deep breath in and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Blow it all away. And relax. Okay, just take a moment now to notice how your body feels. You might notice your arms feel heavier. Shoulders move away from your ears. Your body feels calmer, still, rested. Notice the rise and fall of your chest as you gently breathe in and out. In and out. If you find your mind starts to wander, just draw your attention back to that breath and the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Really allowing your body this time to be rested and relaxed and to restore. Unclench your jaw. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth and relax. while we're calm, rested and relaxed, we're going to remind ourselves of those positive and uplifting affirmations. I feel positive. My vibe is high. And as you remind yourself of those affirmations, allow your body to feel lifted, soak in all that positive energy. Allowing your body to feel rested, restored, and relaxed. Okay, very, very gently, we're going to bring our awareness back to the room. So just gently wiggling those fingers and those toes, very, very gently. Just take your time. And then when you feel ready, just taking your hands and cupping your eyes. And then slowly opening your eyes behind your hands, just giving your eyes time to adjust to the light. And then floating those hands away when you feel ready. Glorious sunshine beaming in. Hope it's sunny where you are. Okay, so if you're laying down, now is the time to sit yourself up. Just take your time. You may want to roll yourself onto your side, push yourself up slowly. Any blankets, cushions, just keep them around you if you're in the chair. You might want to have a bit of a stretch and a wiggle and a move around, just awakening that body. Just take your time. There really is no rush. We are going to be coming up into standing in today's session. So I just want you to do this in stages. So if you've been laying, come up into seated. Give yourself a moment. If you're seated, just awaken the body a little. If you want to remain seated in the chair, you can. But if you're on the floor, we are going to come up into standing. So just take your time. Come up in a way that suits you. There's no rush. And then once you're up on your feet, just a gentle march on the spot. So we're getting that blood flow going. Just lifting those heels. That's it. Nice and gently. Okay, and then grounding those feet once again. Standing tall or sitting tall if you're in the chair. Now, the first affirmation we used was I feel positive. We use those wonderful arm lines. So we're going to finish with those arm lines today. So we're going to do it 3 times. I feel positive. Float the arms down, we go again. I feel positive. I'm going to do it once more. I feel positive. And we're done. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Sam Godfrey and that has been the Brainfit Workout. Hope you enjoyed it. Do always leave us a comment in the virtual village hall. We love to hear from you. I will be back next week with another workout. So I look forward to seeing you then. Take care and I'll see you very soon.